We did another episode for the Nonfiction Book Club podcast. Hope you guys are doing well. It's nice to see you guys. And we're going to speak about books as usual. And I'm going to get Mohit over. And we're just freshly off another podcast. So we'll just get the ball rolling. So we're already heated up, so to speak. And we're going to talk about what have we been reading? What are you guys reading? Let me know in the comments below. And I have so many books that I want to talk about. So this is like a quick episode. We're going to just like play around and just do a quick episode and get done so that we're in form. It's been a while since we started since we didn't talk about did we since we didn't get on a podcast. So I'm getting Mohit over, and I've been reading some good stuff. I can't wait to speak about it, and the other channels too. I see you guys like posting a lot of good books.
Hey
And
man, good to be back.
what's up, bro? On the other side,
Right.
usual Sunday, but that's what. Since we were, as I told you, right? Since there's a fine line between like
Yeah.
any podcast, since we always refer to books,
Right.
I can probably lift content out of that podcast too, and like since it's applicable
Yeah.
here too, and
Yeah.
that's what we can do: cross pollinate podcasts,
Sure.
right?
Maybe
Since the
maybe we
people,
could do this one time like different times of the week. Like Saturday we could keep for the book club and digital marketing.
yeah,
I don't know. You could put it on Sunday evening or something.
even yeah, bro, as we roll,
Right. Yeah.
and
Let's just see how it goes. Yeah.
yeah, like
So
how we
so
are here.
like yeah, there are a couple of people who are actually interested in the book club podcast. We could keep this regular and talk
Yeah,
about
bro,
all the books
please.
that we're reading. Yeah.
Please,
Right.
I mean, like even if I'm not available, you can like host it
Yeah.
and do more. We need to just put in more episodes. But like what I realized again, what I like about this book club podcast that we are hosting is like I like to iron out my thoughts,
Right. Right.
right? Talk about the stuff that I read, and this by doing this, I hold myself accountable. Like about the things that read and stuff like that. So it gives me a place to actually like synthesize everything that I've been reading over the week.
No
So
doubt.
as I told this, the podcast and the episodes are helping me out in such a way that it's more fun for me to talk about all the books so that I have it like
Yeah.
compiled. Like okay, this is what I read. This is what I read, and I actually have like a. I now. So what's happening, bro? What are you reading?
Dude, the OG man, Think and Grow Rich.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is such
Napoleon
an
Hill.
old copy from the 1980s or something. This is my dad's, copy. Like the
Crazy.
bookseller probably made a reprint version of it, and brilliant man. I did not expect, if I had like read Think and Grow Rich a few years ago, I would have been too skeptical about all the things he was talking about. Now, though, I am a different person,
You
and my
never step
mind
into
is a
the
bit
same river twice.
yeah, and I am a bit open to experience now. I really find Think and Grow Rich very fascinating, and a lot of the things that he talks about here goes with the viewpoint of how language works. And there is there are these small exercises that you can do. Like they sound like The Secret, okay, like the Rhonda Burns book about you uh, about thinking positive thoughts, but you can't just generalize it as saying it's just positive thoughts. Like there are specific ways you got to use language in this in such a way that it becomes a reality. Like when you say it out loud, like the exact amount of money that you're going to make and how you're going to make it, and you keep saying it out to yourself, and that thought becomes action and that action becomes thought. So
Yes, mind
brilliant.
converts to matter.
Yeah, it is brilliant book. It's I'm also like getting into the Carl Jung, right? He's like I really like Carl Jungian stuff, and when he
Yeah,
talks about alchemy and these things like Gnostic philosophy and whatnot, this kind
right,
of
right.
gelled with me. It came to me in the right time, and I'm reading it at the right time. So yeah, if you're right though when you said that in a podcast or when you're speaking out loud, it helps you iron out your thoughts. Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, it really does. Think and Grow Rich, phenomenal. I think it's something I'm gonna. There's no doubt that people have been like going crazy over this book for the past 10 decades or so.
Yeah,
And
bro, it's like a gateway to reading. I feel
yeah,
like
right.
I have that book. Like you have that book. Like
Yeah,
there's so many people.
yeah,
Like people come up like, okay, you read. Do you think? Do you have Think and Grow Rich? I'm like,
and do you have Rich
how
Dad
do you
Poor
get
Dad?
it?
Yeah,
Huh?
it's like it's magically there in everybody's houses.
Everybody's house.
Yeah, and
It's
and
great.
uh, and there's this book by Jack Canfield. He's the guy who started the chicken soup phenomenon.
Chicken.
You know about
Right, right.
chicken
I've
soup for
heard
the soul.
it's infamous
Yeah,
chicken book for the.
it's I love chicken soup for the soul, but I
What
found
is
this
it
book
about?
very. Chicken soup for the soul is like these short stories. Like if back in the day, if you're like reading Reader's Digest, and you know all those articles, like feel good stories, dude. Like feel good in the
Right, right, right.
sense,
Chicken soup.
you know. You know how people nowadays go on YouTube and like watch all those cute kids like dancing and you know
Yes,
all
yes,
these
yes.
soldiers coming back from Iraq and you
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
families coming and hugging them. So
Just
like
feel
that,
good.
but in story form, like real stories. In a way, chicken soup for the soul. So when you get sick or whatever, I don't know. Like I don't know when you can drink whenever you want, man. So, but
Right.
this is like
What is this about?
how to get from where you are to where you want to be. I've not started this just yet, but Jack Canfield is a legend, right? Like he started his
Right.
organization, and yeah, so I'm gonna like you know check that book out soon.
Nice, bro. Are you still there?
Once again, so that's like my once in a year I read 4 hour work week. Oh, excellent, dude.
So,
I can't. Okay,
can you read?
tell
Is it
us. Let us see. Oh,
that is let us see?
You're learning C programming now.
I think I'm trying to learn.
Oh, excellent,
I'm
bro.
near to the I'm nearby somewhere around I think I'm learning. I'm just like this. I'm just opening the book. I'm just like running
Is this the
through.
beginning of data science podcast soon?
Yeah,
Data science podcast.
somehow it'll come out of the tech podcast probably.
Perfect, dude. Hey, I'm looking forward to that, man. Like,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
Tech will be fun because since we're in Bangalore, like it makes more sense for us.
yeah.
There'll be a
Dude,
lot of engineers. There'll
we
be a
are
lot
like
of
literally a cyberpunk city, man. If you think about it, Bangalore is like a 2020 cyberpunk city right now.
exactly open
Yeah,
24/7. So
yeah, yeah.
so if you like can look at the theme of like this, all of this is I'll
Let me
just
see
read
all the
out.
list, dude. Yeah, just can
So
you let
I'll
me
put
see
all
all
of
the.
this up. I'll put all of this up. I don't think it reverses the image also. I don't think you can see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
From silk to silicon,
Silicon, interesting, man.
that is
Yeah.
let us see. And like some very dry books like light optics and like I don't when I say like I'm reading all this, like I don't really read all of this. I skim all of
Yeah.
this because like you want to know what's in it so that you get back to it. And then I got into electricity, man, electronics,
Yeah.
and as I told you, I'm into the Arduino
Yeah.
phase, and like
Dude,
I'm
this
literally
might be an
over.
unorthodox recommendation, but you're
Huh.
into Japanese anime, manga, such
No,
scenes?
bro.
No, not at
Unfortunately,
all. So
not at all because
uh,
not at all. A lot of my friends are like all my close friends are, but like somehow
right.
I have been way too busy in like other stuff. But
So
yeah,
So I was looking for a book for calculus, okay, for data science, and I found this amazing book. It's called The Manga Guide to Calculus. So basically, they teach you
crazy.
calculus through the
Yeah,
yeah. And then I found out the same guy has so many other books for biochemistry, for physics,
yeah. I
and
love that book.
electronics.
I do anything to
Yeah,
read stuff like that.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Yeah.
It's like Richard Feynman teaching you physics kind of stuff,
Yes,
basically.
exactly, dude. It is such a disservice for people everywhere that education is taught through the batch processing and teaching you the
That's
boring
bro.
lectures.
As I told
Yeah,
you, right? See, of all these books, right? There are dry books, man. There are dry books,
yeah,
electricity,
yeah,
electronics.
yeah,
Let us see. Now I very well understand what's a dry book and what's not a dry book, and where the
yeah,
importance in
yeah.
not a dry book lies. I like
Right,
not a dry book because it's ultimately the teacher who's teaching you, and that's
no
why
doubt.
when I want to learn electronics, a kid who's going through college is going to
Yeah,
learn one book, 2 pages for 6 months, and he's going to rig it and he's going to
yeah.
rote memory, and he's going to like bug the entire shit up, which is
It's
what
like
I
it's
did.
like they're teaching you how to read music instead of allowing you to play the instrument at all.
Play
Like
the instrument.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, bro. Why I say this? It's because like again, let's say you want to learn to make idli, right?
yeah,
You won't watch one YouTube video for the entire day.
yeah,
You're gonna watch
yeah. Right.
seven different
Yeah,
ways of like making idli,
yeah,
you're going to pick bits and parts of understanding. Oh, okay, this guy explains this kind of thing better. Okay. But then after 20 videos, you're like, okay, this is the process. I'm going to have like, this is the main theme of making an idli.
Yeah.
Some guy would have added one like thing better, one process can, but like out of 20, the message is not lost. The message becomes clearer, in fact.
True.
Right.
No doubt about
so
it.
that's what. So electronics and stuff like that. I just pick up 10 books, I keep it there, and I skim through everything. Probably semiconductors and diode section, somebody writes it better than someone else. Probably about electric motors, some book is written
This
is far
really
more better.
exciting though. This electronics thing, getting into
Bro, tell me about it.
things.
I am literally the world right now is for me is in terms of electronics and like in parts of materials and like fucking shit. Funnily, if you met me 2 weeks back, you wouldn't have found any of this shit
Right.
at my home. I am looking at
all
the
of this DIY, huh? Like do it yourself.
there is there's nothing, there's no program that I can learn in like 2-3 weeks, just overnight. I'm repairing my instruments. I'm repairing like I had like a keyboard that was like literally sitting, which was fucked. Coming to the point, I was very too scared to even open it and like work, because what do I know? I might fuck something up. Something might just like go wrong, which I have no clue. But now, I have that confidence. Fucking what's going to happen? Like, let's dig into it. Like, let's like tear it open and like see what is happening, right?
Awesome,
and when you get that kind of like get that kind of confidence, right?
Right.
In the modern world, as I told you, everything is coding. And everything is electronics, as you and I both know, right?
Yeah.
Code, media, and capital, right? We're doing media and we're getting electronics, right? To understand and coding as such, if you understand electronics, you'll learn coding too. But to my point, everything in the world is right now electronics, right?
Yeah.
You don't you want to keep your phone very, like very precociously, because if it falls, where do I go get it repaired?
They become very valuable now.
Yeah. If my headphones jack gets fucked, like I don't care, bro. I'll solder it. Like I'll get the part from AliExpress, Alibaba. I can get it from SP Road. I can like literally solder it and like if
What
anything just goes.
If somebody is wanting to get into electronics and all this, like which will be the first
Dry books. There are dry books. There's nothing that I can like really. There is no the pleasure of finding things out, kind of. Electronics and books and so as I told you, how I view it is I won't read a book, which is the fallacy in like proper education. Is like this is the book, you're gonna read this chapter, this section, and by next week you're gonna have an exam. What are you gonna do? Amongst that, you're gonna call up your teacher and be like, sir, idu barata, that section barata, this is gonna come. You're lost in like the fucking entire. You're gonna need only a bit. You're gonna mug up only this section. Motors is gonna DC motors is gonna come, bro. Learn DC motors, bro. You're lost in the end. You lost the macro of it. Right. So like pick up 5 books and just skim through it.
True.
And what happens is when you skim through it and when you're coming back and you're trying to do experiments, you're gonna find a new point, right? This is like an Arduino.
Right. Oh yeah, you got an Arduino, huh? Nice.
Yeah. So then what happens is you get more confidence into going and picking up normal electronic stuff. So it's play and understanding, bro. Like there is, since we're in a book club, I'm supposed to give you a nice book. I haven't found any of it yet. But you and I know both, but dry books are boring. But you can make it interesting by just getting into the electronics part, like making it practical. Have a project in your head. I'm going to make a controller. I'm going to make a MIDI controller. I'm going to make a inventory management system. I'm going to make a surveillance camera project. I'm going to make like a probably what do you call the meter for the water? If it overflow, tank overflow meter. Right. If it overflows, you get a buzzer. Right. The buzzer rings. You're just keeping a sensor there. So through that, you're going to pick up books and you're going to do that. Right. Through small steps, you learn like the bigger. Yeah, bro. Through small steps, you learn. So another point I want to add. The funny thing is, so now I've been chilling in like the central library, bro. Right? Kabul Park.
Right. Oh, yeah, dude. Of course. Yeah.
So that's where I chill, right? I've spent like loads of hours since the lockdown. I haven't gone there, but now I'm again So last year I was spending time in like the economics section, the commerce section, and like I used to like lift everything from there. And then I'm like now since I got into this, I'm like chilling in like the chemistry, electronics section, the engineering
Right.
section. And then the funny part is I'm finding electrochemistry books interesting. What
Okay.
do I mean by that is again, you want to learn electronics, but the chemistry books too, which have electrochemistry, teach you
Mm-hmm.
electronics too. But in
Mm-hmm.
learning that, you understand chemistry too.
Nice.
Like there's a
Nice.
gateway to learning
Yeah.
chemistry by
Yeah.
uh, like understanding bit more of electronics because again, it's flow of electrons and shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
So there's no fine
This
line.
is very
So that
exciting
doesn't
stuff,
mean
dude.
that
Yeah. Looking
that
forward to
doesn't
when you
mean I
go with
might learn.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I might learn chemistry because I have no intent. Because as I told you, I want to make my electronic stuff. But if
Right,
it's a
right.
byproduct of learning electronics, it
Yeah.
can sure as well be. Right?
You know,
Probably that might lead me into learning physics. But
right.
physics is boring for me at this point. Right?
You know, you talking about if you want to learn something new, go with the project. Absolutely, like relevant, because reason I started wanting to learn to code is because I wanted to make my own video game. Okay, and to
Yeah.
make a build your own game, you gotta learn how to make 3D stuff, right? Back in architecture school, we were crazy about 3D models, all right? 3D models of
Yes.
all kinds of houses.
Exactly. I want to
I
get a
felt,
3D printer too, bro.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I could make this 3D model. If my clients don't take it, at least I could make it for a game. You know, it's gonna be much more valuable in a
Exactly.
game than
Exactly.
in my opinion, like
Right,
for
right.
my design. So I got Blender, I got
Yeah,
Godot. These are
Blender.
all free.
I understand. I've downloaded Blender.
Yeah, and
I've only downloaded.
download the same man. I haven't even downloaded anything. I've
Like it'll
like
crash
taken
the
up.
minute I fucking
Yeah.
open it.
If you want to look for a Blender tutorial, check out this guy called Andrew Price. He's like the guy for Blender
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
there's an ultimate tutorial of how to make a donut. Like a long time ago, I had like made that 3D donut in Blender. Then I had to do other things like pass my architecture school. So I had to leave
Uh-huh.
Blender behind. But it's like the go-to guy for learning 3D visualization in Blender is Andrew Price in YouTube. Yeah.
Crazy. And
Right.
what? So as I was telling you, right, through these books, right, it's
Yeah.
interesting. Probably you might end up in learning chemistry, but like the
No doubt.
understanding
Yeah.
understanding electronics was my kind of this one. Probably we can have 3D printing, 3D printing
Yeah.
stuff, and like if you can have your own 3D printing stuff, then
Right.
you can 3D print other 3D printers using the 3D printers that you've made.
Yeah, yeah.
So why 3D
That's the
printing is
dream,
important
right?
right
Like
now?
you buy a 3D
Yeah,
printer, you take it home,
yeah,
you print a 3D printer, then you return the 3D printer, get your money back. You have a free 3D printer.
yeah. Sir Saku. Right. So that's all, bro.
Yeah.
So I got solar panels.
Right.
So my aim was like I don't. It's not all in the first day. As
Yeah.
I told you, my first the other day we spoke about my first investment was just like buy this, see where it
Video,
goes.
yeah.
Right.
Right.
The minute I bought that, then the next day I'm like buy a button, buy a switch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then the next day I got this. Right. This is like a RGB matrix.
Uh-huh.
You could programmable. This is not RGB. This is just like LED matrix. You see
Right.
the boards, right? The
Yeah.
boards which talk about like different
Yes.
in buses or like product
Oh, I
display
see.
boards. The
Uh-huh.
scrolling it goes like this, right?
Right.
So I can
Nice.
program this to be anything, bro.
You can visualize. Oh, you need those pixels to. They're like
This is the
pixels.
pixel. No, this is the pixel. Can you see this? These are LEDs, small LEDs. This is the
Right.
module.
Right. Excellent.
This is the module.
Yeah.
These are the pins,
Uh-huh.
and I plug this into it. This is the hardware part of it.
Right.
So all of
So you
these,
can program that to like display
I can program it
anything.
to display, retrieve anything.
Right.
Tell me about it. I can convert it to a product. I can just say, like I can put out all Jordan Peterson quotes and just sell it as a product.
Yeah.
It's programmed to
Peterson.
only quotes, yeah, or
Right.
quotes that you want to like, or I can make it
Yeah.
into a watch, digital time,
Yeah.
right?
Like a watch.
So,
Yeah. Anything. That's the dude. Like.
so you can make metronomes,
Yeah.
metronomes
Very,
out of
very
it.
exciting, dude. You're
So
already getting
like,
into the manufacturing bit. The
yeah, product
maker
development,
movement. Maker movement.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So I can probably there's something I want to remind myself tomorrow, or I can program this and stick it in the wall.
Yeah.
So the minute I wake
Yeah.
up, this is gonna like
Yeah.
boom. It's gonna scroll. It's
Yeah.
gonna tell me what to do.
True, true.
right?
Yeah, dude.
So
Like,
so you want to learn coding, you said. So
yeah,
that's what. Try having a project like this. What you
true,
do is
man.
you inevitably have to tackle coding if you want to like
Yeah,
make this
yeah.
work. Now you have like a
Basically,
objective.
yeah. Start a
So
video
now
game.
even
That's whole scene. Yeah,
yeah, start a video game or like get into
yeah.
this stuff too. Now even I
Right,
have to handle code because obviously like now I'm downloading from GitHub, asking my sister to like do it.
right.
Eventually what
Yeah,
happens is through sheer like presence and my understanding, like I'll probably pick up coding because like I'm trying to modify code and all to make this work.
yeah,
I can't make this work without learning how to code or
yeah,
knowing
yeah.
how codes work.
Right, right.
So slowly I can be able to download a GitHub code and like modify it and slowly make my own code. I mean, I'm
Right,
not, it's in the long stretch. That's not my intention at all. My intention
right.
was to just like make
Get a MIDI
stuff and
controller. Yeah,
yeah, get a
yeah,
MIDI controller.
yeah,
That's as far as I'd want to go. But now
yeah.
the solar panels, I want to just make my own charger,
Nice, nice.
right? So, and then there are, since we're on a book club podcast, Arduino projects for the evil genius. There are like crazy
Ah,
books, like,
yeah. I
right?
remember that book.
Solar,
Yeah,
so yeah, solar projects, and there are a lot of books like this that we can like just pick up, and it's in practicality, right? I feel like that's where it lies. Pick up a project, do the bare minimum, and then
right.
like create momentum, right? If you
True, dude.
create momentum,
Right. You gotta make it a
right? If
habit.
you,
More than
you got to make
anything,
it a habit.
habit. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that habit you can't do 15 kgs of curls. Do
Yeah.
every day
So,
2 kgs of curls every day,
so one thing
right?
that's really been working for me with habits, right? You when you said of momentum, if sorry to interject, like
Go, bro. You're all in.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
listening.
Yeah, what I really wanted to talk about was Atomic Habits by James Clear. Brilliant
Yeah.
book. You can just
OG.
go if you like if you have any questions about buying that book, go and buy it right now. It's gonna give you a
I've finished it,
massive punch.
bro.
Yeah, and
It's the Atomic Habits and
the
it
book,
goes hand in hand with
Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg and
yeah,
book.
Charles Duhigg. It's
And
the
yeah,
rat
yeah,
in
yeah.
the cage, in the hamster in
Right.
the wheel.
Yeah, yeah. So, see, one thing I have applied the Atomic Habits to is to drawing. Okay. So since a long time I wanted to like improve my drawing skills, and applying Atomic Habits is like such that consistently for 21 days I've been able to like
Yeah,
draw. Okay. And
drawing
and
on the right
as I
side of the
as
brain.
and yeah and that book too, like I forgot who wrote that, whatever. So now I'm able to see progress, like there is constant momentum. So if you're going to learn
Exactly.
something new, my project with my drawing is like it's I got to build characters and environments for my
Exactly.
video game. So I got to learn how
Exactly.
to draw and get the aesthetics right. So Atomic Habits, absolutely brilliant. You The gist of it is that if you want to like develop good habits and get rid of the bad habits that you have, you got to make it in such a way that your goal, whatever your goal is, you got to cut it down to the most smallest actions,
Fractionalize it.
behavior, what it is. That's where the atomic bit comes from. So considering drawing, right, the habit that I'm taking up, which is drawing, what is the atomic part of the drawing? That each day I draw one small complete drawing, and I have chosen in my context I have chosen birds, okay, because birds are like even if you
Right.
make a mistake on a
Yeah, and I
feather or
keep
a
seeing
wing,
you
yeah,
putting up.
yeah. So it's become my atomic habit, and I've gotten enough momentum that I'm pretty confident that from this I can like get into bigger stuff now. So
Exactly.
apply this to anything, any goal, and you can see progress.
And so that's all, bro. So talking about product development and like, and since we came off from the marketing podcast and talking about
Yeah,
again drawing, right? I told you,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm redoing a thing, and I take a bit and I draw a bit of this,
Right.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, dude. Zen doodling, huh? Like that's what it.
Yeah, just
Right.
doodling,
Yeah. Your
right? So I
guitar,
just do
huh?
a
Yeah.
bit, yeah. You see, it,
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. Yes. Yes.
right?
And in the couple of if every day you keep going, right, compound interest, bro. With a lot of
Exactly.
compound interest,
So I
the
lost the
beauty
light.
of
1 second.
nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
This is what DIY electronics lead you to. Hacking yourself through.
Right. There's a brilliant books about compounding interest, like compounding
Darren J. Hardy.
the compound effect. Yeah.
The compound effect, bro. That's the beauty of compound effect is the earlier you understand the philosophy,
Yeah.
you already won. Like you already won. As I told you, when I don't speak in 2-year terms. I speak only in 15 years, 25 years. Like it's a thing.
Go for it.
Yeah, like it's a thing. Like it's a thing. Like 25 years. Like when do you want it done? I'm like, I want to see results in 25 years. The actions right now I'm doing, people don't get it. Like, what, bro? Like, I wanted it within next year. No, like I'm like, do you know the compound effect is the 8th wonder of the world? Like, there's a reason for it. And the fallacy is we are too young to even understand and fathom how beautiful it is. Think about it. We haven't actually added up anything yet compared to it. Right? As I told you, if I want to draw results from different places of my life, working out, as I told you, right? I consistently put in hours every day. Compound effect, bro. I haven't gone to a gym like in fucking ages. Okay, this entire year I was busy working. But I've put in so much. Like it's just I'm bearing the fruits every day. Like I don't even literally need to work out. I just go a bit of basketball. And when I go into the gym, it's like I've never left the gym. Like I have I have installed the program in such a way like usually people have to warm in 4 months and the back might fucking
the RAM.
I'm going in.
Stored in your RAM.
Yeah, it's stored in my. I'm going in. I'm like it's like I never left off.
Right.
Like it's so interesting now. I to activate my mirror neurons. Right. Sometimes I watch people deadlifting. Okay, like the hard ass weights when you deadlift. Like my body starts like the parts that actually activate. Right. When you deadlift, it starts like awakening.
Crazy.
It starts just by looking at the videos, like people going through that hard ass shit of lifting that weight. My body thinks it's already there. Like it's actually like all those muscles that are involved in deadlifting just start fucking like waking up. I'm like, holy fuck, it has a mind of its own. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck have I done? Like, my back starts like fucking like, it just starts like tingling, right? I'm like, holy my God, like, it's like, I can't imagine compounding. I can't imagine what will happen in 5-10 years. Right? And the beauty is more leverage the older it is, the compounding effect, right? Like Warren Buffett like has to make just small moves at the later part of it. He's going to get the greatest leverage. Right. Joe Rogan's new podcast, the nth podcast is like the easiest for him, but makes the most money.
Makes most money.
Right?
Yeah, dude. No doubt about
That's
it.
leverage. That's compounding.
Yeah.
And then that just means like you're not going for gratification, immediate gratification. You're putting off everything. You're delaying it.
Here's the concept of, the compound effect. Then there's a tipping point, like you keep putting
Again. Let's quote, since we're on the book club, let's start giving out actionable books. Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell, and Darren J. Hardy, Compound Effect. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the Infinite Game, bro. This.
I've heard of this.
By Simon Sinek. So there was this
Simon
book
Sinek,
called, Finite and Infinite Games. So finite games are those.
Yes.
Short term games.
Short term, exactly.
Like I want it through 1 year. So infinite games, they are never ending. Like how
Never,
do you
exactly.
consider yourself a winner of infinite games such as business? How do you consider yourself a winner of infinite games such as health? So
systems, not goals.
Yeah, and here, right, there's an excellent point this guy makes in Atomic Habits by James Clear. He says that see, once you set up a project or a goal which you want short term, right, a short term gratification. Like once you cross that, you're gonna like forget about it, right? You're gonna like find something else. But you want that benefits to happen, throughout the like people who prepare for marathons. They for the first 4 months, dude, they're doing everything. They're dieting, running, exercising, training, all that stuff. Marathon is over, done. You're back to the same old routine of you being a couch potato. So having like that infinite game mindset.
Exactly.
With Atomic Habits, dude, it all comes together beautifully. Like
exactly, bro.
Yeah.
As I've already told in the other podcast too, like my personal thing was fitness, where the world made sense to me.
Right.
Like mind versus matter. You put mind into anything, it can create to matter. I understood the dynamic of anything, as I told you, right? For example, right now I'm learning how to video edit, as I learned music production too. But when I learn how to video edit,
Yeah.
I am so good at learning new things. I'm not like
Yeah.
just like saying it because I feel that effect. Okay,
Right.
in terms of I know my first 2 to 3 video editing is going to take the longest, the most frustrating. I feel like
Right.
giving up, but I know in the back of my brain, I'm like, just get through with this. What is going to happen in 3 months? Once you get a hang
Yeah.
of it, you're going to throw out videos at the back of your hand like this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a beginner who's learning new things immediately, I like this is too slow. What if every time I do this, it's going to take so long? That's the like
Yeah.
a fallacy that you
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a part of the process. This is how the
Yeah.
dynamic of learning something new works. The first book is going to be the hardest to read and learn. It's
Yeah.
going to take 6 months.
You
But the
gotta
minute
make
you're,
the first thing, right? You gotta make it as easy as possible. If you're getting new at this,
huh,
you gotta make even the book that you're gonna read, you gotta make it as easy as possible.
yeah,
It's simple.
and accept the
Yeah.
fact that it's going to be
Yeah.
slow. It's going to be like tough.
Yeah.
But this think about the nth book that's going to come in. That's the how
Right.
it's going to be exponentially increasing. It's going to make it
Yeah.
exponentially easier, right?
Yeah. True. No doubt
So,
about it, dude.
have you read? So this is, go ahead.
The
This
curve
is the
the
book,
curve
bro.
starts to, yeah. Which book is this?
So this is a interesting book that I picked up, man. This was
I
out of the
can't
blue in
see
the
the
psychology
cover.
section. Why men don't listen and women can't read maps.
Okay, is this who's the writer? Is it some guy who's
Alan
evolutionary
and Barbara
psychologist?
Peace.
Yeah, I've
I
heard of
guess
this, I
so.
think.
So it's
Yeah.
as I told you, I don't really. So when I enter the library, I pick the books that I'm want to learn for. That is the
Right.
electronics. I had that in mind, so I pick up the electronics section. I pick up 5 books, but then I go again without prejudice, being oh shit, this book, that book, this book, so
Yeah.
that I have like a variance, diversity in like this one. So when
Right.
I'm bored, I just switch to this. This was one
Yeah.
of that book. I'm like, oh wow, it's very interesting. Like why
Yeah.
men don't listen and women can't read maps, as
You know what? This is
as very
yeah.
as very butthurt this can be, as very
Yeah.
like
Triggering.
upfront.
It's
The
these
book
are
is
called trigger
interesting.
books. Yeah.
It is. The book is interesting, but I urge you guys to just like check out. It's a very off the blue. I'm glad these are the gold mines that I like try to read
Yeah.
like without prejudice, so that I hit upon these gold mines that like that book was underrated. Like nobody ever
True.
reads about that book, talks
This
about that.
the cover itself is like like a clickbait cover,
It's
right?
clickbait, but yeah, again, don't judge the book, but it's so
Yeah.
interesting, bro. The
Yeah,
book it talks
I'm
about.
totally on because I've heard of this book. This is a book about evolutionary psychology because
It is
see
a
the
bit. It's all about like women because they don't understand
evolution.
space,
Yeah,
space and time. Yeah,
yeah,
psychology, understanding people through psychology, but the women
yeah.
don't understand space and time because they're more connected to the emotional part of their brain. So they're
Yeah.
very good at those aspects, whereas like men are very easy at like bringing it to down to the T and making sure like you need
Yeah.
directions, instructions. So when you give
Right.
directions to women, apparently you can't say just go to the end of the road, you'll find a bank and the left, take a right. It's not like that.
Uh-huh.
Just go straight and there's going to be an arc. Use the at the arc. It's more symbolism. What do you give them?
I see.
Apparently they use the peripheral areas of their brain to observe, and it's very interesting. Now that being said, it's not like I've read this book and like
Yeah.
I love it. I know that I have to reread it, and I love this book. That's the whole point, that I skim
Okay.
through books so that I want to
Yeah.
find the winner immediately and be like, okay, I have to spend more time on this book,
See,
right?
a disclosure about books like this, right? This is like clearly it's an evolutionary psychology book. What it is like how evolution influences your psychology.
Makes
So,
the people as it is.
yeah, there was a time I was super obsessed about evolutionary psychology for like not good reasons. Okay, like not
Right.
reasons because there was this whole. I was obsessed about the pickup artist community, and in pickup
Yeah,
artist
yeah.
community, they are like crazy about psychology.
Neil
And
Strauss.
crazy about evolutionary psychology. So in some ways I got connected to evolutionary psychology through there, and through evolutionary psychology, when I read this book called The Billion Wicked Thoughts, they connected
Yeah.
evolutionary psychology and data science. That was a
Porn,
breakthrough book for me.
porn all over
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it Jordan Peterson's
Yes,
recommendation?
it was a recommendation by Jordan Peterson. But before Jordan Peterson, I had discovered this book through this book called Mate. Okay, Mate is a book for pickup artists, all right? Like not really pickup artists. For it's about how attracting women with honesty, kind of a book. Like
Uh-huh.
good pickup artists or whatever. So forget about it. So basically, in evolutionary psychology, you gotta like go with the mindset that some of the evolutionary psychology you got to see if it is peer reviewed. Like it is reviewed by other evolutionary psychologists because it's a
Uh-huh.
vast subject. You gotta like read because such kind of things, right? If a man thinks in a spatial, which is considered like true. However,
Right.
you gotta like approach it in such a way that the other what another psychologist has to say about this, because you can never reach like a consensus some of the times. So they cannot be concluded. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, bro,
We gotta read.
have
We have to read the book aloud probably.
I have none.
So I'm gonna read for bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Answer him.
When HK is talking of pickup lines, I have because see even in pickup artist community, right? There are several schools of thoughts, and I'm giving them a lot of prestige, I guess, like calling them schools of thoughts, but whatever. So pickup lines, don't usually work as well. This is Mark Manson, right? Mark Manson wrote
Obviously.
this book. Yeah, everybody knows Mark Manson.
Subtle art of not giving a fuck and everything is fuck.
Yeah, Mark Manson started out as a pickup artist. He started out as a person who trains pickup
On the
artists.
internet. Yeah.
Yes. So when you read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, or the other book that everything is fuck, like these are the two books Mark Manson is known for. But before all this, he wrote this book called Models. Okay, models in the sense not the context of supermodels or whatever, like mental models. Like
Mental models.
attract women with honesty. That was the gist of this book. And in that book, he has an excellent chapter about why pickup lines don't work, or like what is the
Right. He's a very good writer.
incredible writer, and
He has a knack of getting to everyone.
yeah. Like I don't know. It's maybe it's fortunate that I was interested in pickup artists because I got into all these subjects. Like
All of us are men, are at least. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we are curious enough to read about it. That's what I like.
True.
Yeah.
And
As with any other subject.
Yeah, it was basically a gateway drug for me to all the psychology books that I've read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of like chase what you like, so that there is adjacent field that is a way broader field. So you were talking about it was evolutionary psychology, right? I'll read out. I actually took a picture of what I like in the book, so that you'll probably get back into the book. It's very interesting. I skimmed through it, bro. So
Sure.
testosterone, bonus or curse, male hormones, particularly testosterone, are the aggressive hormones that cause men to hunt and kill prey. Testosterone is largely responsible for human survival, as it has meant to catch food and fight off attackers. It is also the hormone that makes men's beard grow and cause baldness, deepens voice, and improves spatial ability. Bass baritones have been shown to enjoy more than double the number of ejaculations in a week than tenors, and most people tones have been shown to enjoy. Are you getting it? Are you understanding? Wait. I'm taking a picture, bro, so it's difficult. Have shown to enjoy more than double the number of ejaculations in a week that tenors, and most people have a course of testosterone have less difficulty reading and street directions. Interestingly, left-handedness. Listen to this, bro. Interestingly, left-handedness and asthma have also been linked to testosterone, and it is known that men who smoke and drink excessively have low levels of testosterone in their blood.
Bro, I have lots of stuff to say about this. Like all of this is like conducive to what I have read, and this is brilliant book.
Left-handedness, bro.
Yeah, bro. Left-handedness is basically southpaw. Like, do you follow MMA?
Yeah,
Or,
I understand boxing.
So it's very difficult for a right-handed person to fight against a southpaw, because southpaw everything is upside down. You can't like
cricket also, huh?
Yeah. In statistically speaking, left-handed people are rare, but you find left-handed people in places where violence is high. So, like there is a correlation between more number of violence to left-handed people. Because apparently it makes you a better fighter, because it's very likely that a right-handed person has sparring, practicing against another person. He has sparred with a right-handed person, but it's very rare for a right-handed person to spar with a left-handed person. Whereas a left-handed person, he always spars with the right-handed people. So if you're a southpaw, you have a distinct advantage in the MMA or whatever. Even in cricket, right? Like if you're a southpaw, like you have an advantage. And when it comes to testosterone, right, there is another thing called dihydrotestosterone. You see, like
Right.
males who have high dihydrotestosterone have more body hair, more beard,
Yeah.
and they lose their hair prematurely. So uh, there you go. It's like
It's fun, bro. So psychology is, I feel, to understand things more better. It's like understanding biology. It's like
true.
endocrinology. It's understanding like biology for the most parts because you neurology and stuff
Biochemistry,
like that.
basically. Yeah.
Biochemistry, the neurology behind it and stuff. So that's what makes it interesting. You want to learn psychology, you'll probably move to those fields. So
Yeah.
bro, there's another
Bro,
thing I'll read out.
yeah, I just want to
Shall I?
recommend these two books for those who are interested to learn more about, martial arts or, basically
Yeah.
how, if you want to working out, basically. One thing is Man 2.0, brilliant
Right.
book. It covers, working out and health stuff through the context of endocrine, biochemistry.
Oh, then
Basically, your
I'm gonna read
hormones,
this.
testosterone, all the stuff.
I'm somewhere
Intermittent fasting.
interested in this.
Yeah, intermittent fasting. Like people breakfast,
Yes,
right? Like
I
when
do.
you
I
have
do. I
breakfast in
do
the
intermittent
morning.
fasting.
Yeah, it's like you're literally stopping the growth hormone from secreting in your body. So you're like gonna have a bad time if you keep having breakfast being the meal of the day is a myth, unfortunately. So
Huh.
intermittent fasting is something it even helps you live longer.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
on the other note, if you're really interested to know the psychology, evolutionary psychology behind martial arts and MMA, if you're into that, I highly recommend The Professor in the Cage. Beautiful book. I love that book to
Yeah.
death. It's like this is an English professor whose specialty, like he's a literature professor, right? And he has also a specialty in evolutionary psychology. Previous books of his were all evolutionary psychology based. So like this guy in his 40s decides to take up join an MMA club, and he is beautiful. It's very fascinating, like what he discovers about the culture of male aggression and all
Fighting,
that.
aggression. That's
Yeah,
fun. That's
and
fun. Different
yeah,
viewpoints.
true,
All
true,
right,
no
so bro,
doubt. Yeah,
again, it goes to this also, bro. So there's a serious. It says the serious downside, however, to constant levels of unburdened testosterone. A chilling example recently came from America, where 118 law students were given the Minnesota multiphasic personality assessment, and their
yeah,
lives were tracked and monitored for 30 years. Those with the
right.
highest hostility and aggression levels were 4 times more likely to have died during the period. As
Yeah,
society becomes less physical and more cerebral, and women replace men in many industries, which we will have to find new ways to channel male testosterone. There is a
yeah,
growing boom in crass men's magazines and an explosion in violent computer games. This is known as
yes.
cultural displacement, and this happens when the power of testosterone is ignored or attacked.
Yo,
So it re-emerges in cruder, less social forms. There are good reasons for young boys to be encouraged in make a life habit of being physically active. On there is a good reason basically for young boys to be physically active for a regular this one.
yeah. See here, this is Fight Club, right? Predicted all of this. Fight Club, the book and the movie. Before
Displacement
this
of
was, yeah. And
testosterone.
when you start ignoring testosterone, right? Even Carl Jung, the psychoanalyst, he was
Yes,
like you're
yes.
ignoring your shadow. That there is something called your self that you show to
I'm
everybody,
a huge fan, bro.
which is a persona. Basically, Jordan Peterson stuff, dude. And you have a
Yeah,
shadow which if you do not account for your shadow, then you're gonna have a bad time, man. You're gonna have like a lot of unworkability, like
issues.
yeah. So in a way, this MMA coming up, like all men of this generation getting too intent on MMA, like even me in particular, like this is
Yeah,
all like a reflection of
displacement,
how, yeah,
displacement
if you see
of the
like
aggression.
more and more women are starting going into the STEM fields now. You're gonna see that
Huh.
happening, and like this is it. Like, but however, you also have to keep in account that automation is coming into play here. Like
Yeah, yes.
not only testosterone is being ignored, the whole, like this is just the beginning. Testosterone is just the
It's
beginning.
evolution.
Yeah.
It's
Later, everything else
evolutionary.
is gonna be automated. Yeah.
How do you understand displacement? Like a off-topic example, a lot of people are now actually saying they need to go for a walk because they can't be at home because like it's
Yeah.
too right now they can't handle the family and like you can't. It's not 20. It's a 24/7 scene, right? So they're
Yeah.
like to get uncluttered from their brain. They're actually going out for a walk and or like for work, and they just say work or walk, and they lie and they just go out
Yeah.
and they just go for an hour or two just to
Yeah.
have their me time. Basically,
Dude,
that is
you need that,
displacement,
right? The
right?
oxytocin, if the oxytocin has to release, your heart rate needs to go up 150 beats per minute. So you need to have this, even a little bit of cardio is
Yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
no, that is displacement of like to
Right,
understand
right. True.
displacement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like displacing. I'm too much in the house. Like I have to displace that me time. Like I don't get me time.
Yeah,
There are too many people or my parents at the
yeah.
house and like my family members. I want to just
True, true,
go
true.
out, tell a lie, and go
That's
out
what he
and
meant.
just go. Yeah,
Yeah,
that kind of displacement is happening in terms of this one. What I was saying, hormones are getting too much testosterone, but like we can't. We're not obviously allowed to commit crimes and shit like that. So where is all the
yeah,
testosterone? Where is all that movement going to? It's
yeah.
transposing into kids
Video
doing
games, huh?
video
Yeah.
games and like
Right,
it's very
right.
interesting,
Or
bro.
metal music, bro.
Metal music, obviously,
Yeah,
right? Cold showers also a part of
yeah.
not related, but like a part of like the my regime too. Like intermittent fasting and cold showers are always.
Wim Hof method too, like the Wim Hof.
Wim Hof is breathing, right?
Yeah,
I
basically pranayama repackaged and more streamlined.
uh right, right. I haven't consciously actually got into it, bro.
Right, right. So,
So
one really cool stuff about all these hormones and people getting into the biochemistry, endocrinology of their bodies. It's very similar to how the Persians, the Greeks, and all the ancient Indians, basically like the whole belt, right? The Greek, Persian, Indians. We used to have a pantheon of gods. So
hmm.
testosterone is like Aries, the aggressive part of your this thing. Oxytocin is
Huh.
like the love hormone, or
Yes, it is.
the Venus or Aphrodite
DOES.
of your. Yeah, all of this is like basically your body is like governed by this.
Huh.
Like
It is.
slaves of
Huh.
dopamine, oxytocin, testosterone.
DOES.
So yeah, yeah.
Dopamine, oxytocin, estrogen,
Estrogen
and
and
serotonin.
serotonin. Yeah, right. These are our new gods, man. The new
Yeah, it is.
archons or
That's the
whatever.
whole
Yeah.
point. I also, again, my love for endocrinology through that book. I
Aroused,
again
huh?
forget the. It's not aroused. I sent you the book, the real book's name that
Uh,
I resent it
I
you and told you
yeah,
the.
yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot the
it
name.
was
Yeah.
that book. So
Right, right.
so that book was really well written, and as I told
Right.
you, as much as I like saying don't read dry books, you have to read dry books, but these are like one of those fun books that give you insights into like
Yeah.
endocrinology, not in a dry
So,
manner. That was a
so
very
basically, like how you gotta approach this is you gotta learn how to drive, right? To learn how to drive, you don't need to know how the engine works. Just start driving. So by that I mean like have fun with the books you read. Then when you
exactly.
come to a point that like you're enjoying driving and I probably want to upgrade my car, then
No,
you
no, no.
gotta
I
know
want
all
to
the
backtrack. Can I stop you there, bro? So
yeah. Go
I'll
ahead.
ask the question again so that you answer because you're all. I want to ask this question, so you're answering without me asking the question, which is good.
Okay.
But let me ask the question so that okay, a lot of people they don't understand reading. Why do people read? You can't read
Uh huh.
about push-ups. So why are you reading? You have to go
Uh
do
huh.
your push-ups instead of reading.
Right.
How do you? What is you read? You're an avid reader.
Right.
People who watch this and listen to this part of the podcast to our avid readers who don't understand what's your viewpoint on like what's the use case thing about reading and where do you find the fine line of using reading as a mechanism to do stuff, not just for
Right.
reading's sake.
This is very interesting that you brought this up because just yesterday Kenny Sebastian was putting up a video about his friend teasing him about you're reading like you're too smart like I've never actually
Exactly.
I have never seen in my life I've never asked a person ask me like why you're reading. Okay, it's always what you're reading, but nobody has asked me
But
why
probably
you're
they
reading.
think to
Yeah,
themselves,
yeah.
like, like, look
Okay.
at him, he's reading, what does he think, and
Yeah,
stuff like that. You get
yeah,
like some kind of a complex, basically.
yeah. Okay, okay.
But like, what would you
Like
tell them?
yeah.
What's your argument to that,
Okay,
if
like
any?
so
What makes you tick
I thought
through reading?
I had assumed that the context was it was a given that you read more, you there are a lot of benefits. However, like personally to me, reading has been like my will to power. Okay, whenever I
Yes.
read, I feel powerful, and it's like as you keep reading page by page, the way the world looks, the way the world occurs to you, it alters. every new piece of information, forget knowledge for a second, okay? You don't read for knowledge, you read for context, and context is king, okay? It's always, when you have a context to be in the world, right? So a book can change it. So there are some books which are like, you could be considered like depression in a box or something.
Exactly. Get to the examples of
Yeah.
it too, so that somebody
Yeah,
understands through an example.
yeah, there is a book called The Conspiracy Against the Human Race. It's a philosophical text. I read it because it's probably my testosterone coming out or whatever. But
Right.
I wanted, yeah, but that book is, depression, packaged and printed and mass produced, because like it's about, it will really pull you down. The context, because what it does is it changes the context of your world into something that that you cannot act upon. The ideas in the books are something that you have no control over. However, there are some books which change the context from you being somebody who is helpless to books where they make the world occur as a forum for action. Forum for action in the sense you are like somebody who can affect the world. So I'm not saying that there are some books which will not work for you. Okay, there are some books which are dangerous. If you're not ready to like read them, it's gonna be difficult. But some of the books which really work, they are still, these are the books that keep getting passed around. That highly,
No,
highly recommended.
I'm playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Like, why are you reading, bro? Why are you reading all the time? Why don't you just
okay.
like
Short
just
answer,
go?
bro, because power, man. Like I'm the more
Yeah.
powerful I become.
No, what
the
makes you
more
read?
happy
Like,
my life is.
like you want to learn how to play cricket. Like, why are you reading books
Yeah.
on cricket? Just go play cricket. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
playing devil's
dude.
advocate here. What do you?
Yeah,
What would
yeah,
you say, Lover?
I don't say that, if you want to learn cricket, you like, you sit in a room and just start reading about cricket. But very likely that when you start playing cricket, I say go and play cricket. But when you start reading books about cricket, you're gonna enjoy the game much more. It's like
That's the point.
yeah. Look, okay, like it's like you're eating normal boiled rice when you play cricket, okay. But when you start reading, you can add your ingredients. You can add it's like sprinkles or what add-ons to your ice cream. The ice cream.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, but dude, without the add-ons, right? Like the game is
It
pretty,
makes
yeah.
it dry. It makes it
Yeah.
dry. Right, exactly. So how would I look at things is the same way, right? Okay, now let me
Also,
again
there's a whole
go
thing
going.
about fantasy cricket. So I don't think if you are like, if you people who read about cricket, they're not just reading to play cricket out there. They also want to do fantasy cricket, which is like
Right.
a whole different game with statistics and hit rates and whatnot. So
Right.
yeah, so that's also the
Exactly.
thing.
So
Yeah,
I want to again complete so that we have one segment of why both of us think. My argument too is more of let's take cricket example. I'm not.
right.
I don't. It's not my thing as of yet. I'm giving
Yeah,
a total example which is not near to me. So that let's say I want to learn how to play the cricket more. You know what
right,
I
right,
find playing the cricket. Like playing cricket, how do I get into it? I want to increase the potentiality of me being, active to learn and play more cricket. Okay, for that I have to inspire myself.
yes,
Sure, I do go play. I watch some stuff. You know what I do? I pick up books on like
right,
how cricket as a sport evolved, how
yeah,
how the rules have changed over the years,
yeah,
how the people who are involved, like the history
yeah,
behind it, how the people involved used cricket as like some kind of like something around it, right? How
yeah,
how cricket has transformed over the years, what
right,
makes it
right,
so special, and during this time something special happened during this that changed how cricket was. What was this
right.
unique player about who came into the field of cricket, who changed, and like all the bells and whistles around cricket. Now that increases. Like the more I read about
And
that,
it's
I step
technology,
into the
bro.
game. Yeah, I
Yeah,
step into the game like more focused and more like wow. It's like I'm not just playing cricket. All the backstory behind it is like
yeah,
beautiful.
and
Like you find the angle of beauty in it. And when you
yeah,
read all about that, I'm like, wow. Like I'm not. I might as be playing, but there's a backstory about all the things that I've read, I've picked
yeah,
up over this one. So again, when I'm doing the electronic projects, for now an example, I've
yeah,
watched documentaries on resistors. I've read
yeah,
all these books on like how all of these are synthesized. The first
yeah,
the bulb, what do you call, before resistors we had transistors. Before transistors we had our the bulbs which
Yeah,
did
yeah.
this one, right? Those the
Right.
history behind the tube amps,
Filaments.
tubes,
Right,
filaments,
right.
right? So
Right, right, right.
that was used in the first. That was too
Yeah,
bulky.
vacuum
So to in
tubes.
order to vacuum tubes, in order to
Yeah,
reduce that, there's a
yeah.
beauty behind that. The beauty behind the progress of
Elegance
mankind who
also.
moved.
True,
Yeah,
true.
and when you take all of that, you have imbibed the beauty. That the
Yeah,
context. You can go around like doing it in practicality. We're not saying don't do it in practicality, but
yeah,
an hour in that, there's more potential in you to go into the practical field and do that, and then you can
yeah.
come back, pick up a bit
Right, right.
about it, read a
True.
bit more,
Yeah,
lob around
and
back and forth about like doing that. You
yeah.
watch yourself grow, man.
And you see, like in the context of sports, and because you brought up the example of sports, right? So like it's basically like when you are reading about it, it's like the metadata, in some ways. Like you're listening to
Exactly.
the song, and it's the metadata, and sometimes the metadata can also enhance. It's like you reading about football, and you find out that in a World Cup series in Argentina, like Diego Maradona, like that's a famous story. It's a
Yeah.
legend. And when you see that happening in your field, like when you directly apply that, okay, the time is running out, you gotta make a goal. So you gotta like pick that card. You know what? Diego Maradona was facing the same thing. I can do it
Yeah.
too. So you gotta bring that hand of God. Like basically, the hand of God is that he used his hand to put the ball in on the
Yeah.
goal, and that's become legend now. So you gotta know all
Yes.
of this, legend if you
Yeah.
wanna be one of the
Sure.
top
Yeah.
players.
You
Yeah,
can read it through a documentary. You can
yeah,
discover all of that. But again, my point being, books, right?
yeah,
Your brain likes information through different ways, but it predominantly likes through books because it gets in slower, but it leaves very slower too. The
true.
retaining aspect of you reading is far more
Much
difficult,
higher. Yeah,
and higher.
yeah,
And when
yeah.
you retain it, it soaks in well, right? So that means that information is more valid and it's more predominantly circulating in your
Yeah,
head. Number one.
that's
Number two,
that's why all
why?
the people say the books are better in Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
the books are better.
Yeah, books are always better. Yeah,
The
shallows.
book
Yeah,
Shallows,
yeah,
right? The second point is humans undergo a lot of biases. As
yeah,
Robert Greene's point, this is humans have a lot of biases. You and I, all of us have biases, but to break through all the biases, to stand from a place of no FOMO, fuck that shit.
yeah,
Like I'll get my own information, I'll research on my own.
yeah.
I wouldn't have a FOMO. Nobody will pressurize me to do anything.
Right,
Like I can read up
right,
on it. I have this power to read up on it and like understand, right?
right.
You can quell your sort of like whatever kind of biases that goes on in day-to-day life. That can
Yeah,
reality can be perceived far more greater and better,
yeah,
predictably irrational. All these crazy books that just
yeah.
like remove the like the
You know what?
myth.
That's the end of that's the conclusion. Like, why do you read? Because you get to negotiate with reality, and you can use a language
Yeah,
to do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, right? So
right.
that's my second point, right? And the third point is like, let's say there is a physicist who's
Right.
condensed his entirety of his life in a book. Don't you want to read it? Like,
Yeah.
like Michael Jordan can write a book, but like, or like Jeff Bezos can write a book, or like Sam Walton has written a book. His
Yeah.
entire life, his
Right.
entire adventure in a biography,
Yeah.
like don't you want to like just read it? You won't be in your skin anymore. Like you
Yeah.
won't like really be living in your skin anymore.
Yeah.
You're living in somebody else's fantasy, but it's a biography. He's written true to his words. Nike's
Right.
biography, what a fucking
Yeah.
book. Like what a
Brilliant book.
powerful
Beautiful
book.
writing.
It
Yeah.
can be made
Yeah.
into a movie, it can be made into
Yeah.
anything, but there is
True.
so
True.
much truth behind it. There's so much
Yeah.
grounding behind it, right? And you want another practical aspect, the more you read, the more you can condense information better.
True. True.
Most of your adult life you'll go through reading legal documents, reading
Yeah.
through legal stuff, reading stuff that you can grasp quickly and understand the synopsis and the thing behind it. So the more you read, the more you look at something, you'll understand what is
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
faster. If you can't like just like you have to sit through and reread it and read it and understand,
Yeah.
this is not an advantage for you to be quick
Yeah.
and like get things faster.
And I want to end this with the two quotes by Stephen King and Neil Gaiman, right? Stephen King says reading is magic. It's basically telepathy. And Neil Gaiman say, it's the same thing he said. That writing and you getting my thoughts across to your mind. It is almost I'm a magician because I write. So
Yeah,
Neil
exactly.
Gaiman and Stephen King, legends of writing novels. So
OG.
yeah,
So the funny part is we have 30-second countdown where it actually cuts off on its own.
yeah, great, dude.
So we'll
Really
just
good.
wait.
Yeah,
So yeah, bro, that's
great.
great.
Yeah,
Like I spoke about every book possibly. Like till we do the next episode, like do have your own
sure.
count of whatever you're reading, so
True,
that we can
true.
bring it
Yeah,
forward.
great.
And
So I
yeah,
guess
I'll put
it's
up.
a wrap
I'll
then.
put up. Is a wrap, bro. See you
Yeah.
then. We
See
have
ya.
five
You'll put up
seconds.
what? You'll put up